The Miami Dolphins lose on the road to the Houston Texans by a score of 20-12. I want to talk to you about that game, spend a few minutes. My name is Dennis Sullivan, Sports Snippets Dennis Sullivan. This was a tough one for all Dolphins to watch, really, in a way, because we're used to at least scoring some points. We only managed 12 today. We're used to at least 20. This was not and I'll get into that whole thing and all the angles that I saw. Before I do get started, you do like the content of this particular video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and feel free to subscribe as well to my channel. That would be awesome. This was a defensive game. That's it. The video's not over, by the way. But the Texans defense really showed up. And I hate to say this, although I'm a Tua guy, I support him, I'm a fan of his, and I cheer him on. The knock on Tua, well, at least by the critics, is that he doesn't play his best games against the good teams. Today he throws 3 interceptions and loses a fumble. Stroud, on the other hand, played a clean game. No picks. He didn't turn the ball over. So Stroud and his defense not outduel, because this was a 20-12 final in favor of the Houston Texans. It's a nice win for the Texans. I will say that. Stroud he didn't need to do much, and he really didn't. He only threw for 131 yards. 2 touchdowns, as I said, no interceptions. Nico Collins was big around the goal line. He had 2 touchdown receptions. He only had 4 catches, though, for 17 yards. So if you were to tell me Nico Collins would only have 17 yards receiving, I would think that we have a good chance to win that game, right? Then the other point is if you were to tell me that Joe Mixon would only have 23 yards rushing on 12 carries, I would have given us a great chance to win that game. Well, that's exactly what happened. Dolphins held him with 23 yards. Tank Dell had a 15-yard carry. Dare Ogunbowale had a 35-yard run. Stroud ran for 4 yards on 6 carries. Both teams struggled to run the ball. Achane, 12 for 41. Mostert, 6 carries, 8 yards. Jalen Reddick carry 3 yards. So, really, it was all about defense and turnovers in this one. 3 interceptions. Tua doesn't even throw for 200 yards, 196. 29 of 40. Texans could go, if their defense plays like that in the postseason, they could make a nice run. Malik Washington leads the Dolphin receivers, 5 catches, 52 yards. Jonnu Smith, 9 for 48 and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, only 2 catches for 36 yards. Achane out of the backfield, 7 for 35. Mostert out of the backfield, 3 for 13. Would you believe that the leading receiver for the Texans technically was Joe Mixon? 5 catches, 33 yards. Tank Dell, 2 for 26. There wasn't much offense. I already talked about Nico Collins. Nico Collins was the clutch offensive player for them. But really, it was a defensive battle for both teams, defensive effort for Houston. And they just won it with their defense and clearly winning the turnover battle. Clearly. Stroud playing within himself. They looked like a playoff team, that the Texans did. So now, the Dolphins must win out. No doubt about that. They got to win these last 3 and hope for a little help. They're 6-8. You got San Francisco at home. Then we got the Browns on the road and the Jets on the road. 3 winnable games. Considering the Niners are pretty much out of it, we have a chance against them at home. I would like to think we have a good chance against the Browns. You never know what's going to happen when it's Jets-Dolphins. Jets won today, actually, against the Jaguars. I watched not really even the tail end, saw the highlight right when the game was over, but the closing moments of that one. But anyway, guys, so let me know what you think. Little bit of a crusher there for the Dolphins. I mean, you lost to a good team. Texans move up to 9-5, so they're in good shape. They'll get 10 wins. Really just need one more win. You have a 10-win season. I'm sure they're hoping to win 2 out of the next 3. They'll give them 11 wins. And we'll see what happens next week, guys, as we head into week number 16 of the regular season. So let me know what you think. I will talk to you soon, and bye for now.